guys, and welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's complexion class. As you guys see, I have my beautiful model here that I'm going to be demonstrating this whole class on today. And as I mentioned, it's all about complexion. So I'm going to show you guys how to properly prep your skin, how to find the right foundation for your undertone, how to conceal, and tips and tricks on how to extend the wear of your makeup. The focus of today's look is soft matte. So we're going for a very soft matte look from the foundation, concealer, all the way to the eyes. Everything is just so soft and so minimal. And I am absolutely thrilled to show you guys what we're gonna get into today. What makes today's video very special is that it is in partnership with Nars, and we're gonna be using the entire soft matte collection. So you already know the look is going to be flawless. So if you guys are into it, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the video. So as you guys can see, my model skin is completely clean. We did already prep our skin with some skincare. So I have a serum and a moisturizer and our eye cream on. And the next step we're gonna do is go in with our primer. This is one of the most important steps. And today I'm gonna be using the Soft Matte Primer. This is a super nice lightweight primer that is great for creating a soft canvas to the skin. It's gonna visibly minimize shine, balance the skin in any climate. So what that's gonna do is extend the wear in the makeup. So this right here, as you can see, is kind of going on like a moisturizer, and that's what I really like about it because it's actually a very lightweight primer. It feels like you have nothing on your skin, and this is also great for anybody with normal to oily and combination skin. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Soft Matte Complete Foundation, and the color we're gonna be using today is Punjab Medium 1. In case you guys are wondering how I was able to figure out her color, I did have two other colors that I compared it to do a little bit of color matching with. Now, color matching is something that I personally think can feel a little intimidating if you don't really know your right undertone. Finding your right undertone and color is actually a lot easier than it seems. There's a couple little tips and tricks you can do, and I'll teach you guys some of them. So the first one is doing a shade match, and I always like to match it right here along the cheek line. So I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate these three shades right here so you can kind of see what I mean. So this one is the first shade, which is Santa Fe. Right here we have Punjab. And then right here we have Barcelona. You can almost see immediately which color doesn't match. As we can see, Barcelona is just a little bit too dark and too warm for her skin tone. And then we have Santa Fe, which is pulling a little bit more of a rosy tone. Therefore, it leads me to Punjab, which is the perfect shade for her. It has a little bit more of an olive, warmer undertone. And once that's all blended into the skin, it's gonna match perfectly to her neckline, and it's gonna look very seamless throughout. Now, another thing, if you don't know maybe exactly what your undertone is, are you cool tone? Are you warm tone? How do you exactly know? Is by checking your vein color. If your veins are pulling a little bit more of a blue color, then that means you're gonna be more of a cool undertone. If your veins have more green, then you are more likely in the olive warm tone. I have more green veins, therefore my undertone is gonna be more olive and warm. And same thing with my model, her veins are more on the green tone, so therefore her undertone is more olive. So now that we have our perfect foundation, we're gonna go ahead and apply it on our skin. And what I'm going to do is actually apply some onto my palette, and a little goes a long way. I'll actually probably even use less than that. And I'm actually gonna apply it on with my fingers because this is such an easy product to use with your hands. This gives for a better application, and actually you can really get a lot of coverage this way. It really warms up into the skin. As you can see, I'm not really rubbing it into the skin, I'm just pressing it. And where I want a little bit more coverage, I'm tapping a little bit more in there. But this foundation really lives up to its name. It's full coverage, transfer proof, oxidation resistant, and it lasts up to 16 hours. On top of that, it is humidity and sweat proof, so it doesn't budge once it's on the skin. And something also to know about this is that it's formulated with microalgae and biohyaluronic acid, which that's gonna help to control the excess sebum and keep the skin hydrated throughout the entire day. So to complete the foundation, I'm gonna go in with the Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Light 2.6 Café con Leche. Now, when it comes to concealers, I go anywhere from 1 to 3 shades lighter, depending on the look that I'm going for. In her case, we're just going about a shade and a half lighter. And as you can see, she doesn't really have dark circles or much color correcting to do, so we're just gonna go directly in with the concealer. But if you are someone at home that does have any areas that you need to color correct, I highly recommend doing that, and then going in with the perfect concealer for you. So a little information about this concealer that is important to know is that it is a full coverage, oil-free. This is great for anybody with normal, dry, combination oily skin. So essentially anyone can really use this. And it also has skin loving ingredients. So there's some peptides in here, hyaluronic acid, and antioxidants. So vitamin A, C, and E. So to really extend the wear of the makeup, we're gonna go ahead and set everything in with the Soft Velvet Pressed Powder in the shade Beach. This is going to really lock it in. I love this powder because it has a soft matte but velvety finish. It blows the look of pores, smooths imperfections. It also has hyaluronic acid in here, so it's gonna create a non-drying, hydrating, comfortable feel to the skin. So now that we have the complexion set and ready to go, as you can see, it looks absolutely gorgeous, so flawless. We're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of dimension to her skin. So next I'm gonna go in with a bronzer, and we're gonna be using the shade Casino. We're gonna go ahead and start this right at the high point of her cheek with a tapered brush and lightly work it into the skin just to warm it up. A nice little tip to do as well if you are new to applying any kind of bronzer or maybe don't really know how to, I recommend always holding the brush kind of at the back of the handle, more like a pencil so you're lighter on there. The closer you go to the actual brush, you're gonna be a lot more harsh. So holding it back right here is gonna create more of a softer airbrush finish. Another thing that you do as well is take it into the forehead area to warm this up, and then slightly hit the temples, and then also into the jawline. Think of a 3 or a W where you're gonna start at the top, to the middle, and then to the jawline. Also gonna add a little bit of bronzer to her nose as well. I really love the look of bronzer, not just stopping right here. I like it to flow throughout the entire face so that everything just kind of flows together. I always like to hit a little bit on the neck as well. What's really nice about the foundation, I didn't have to pull it all the way down to her neck because it matched perfectly. It blended in seamlessly with her jawline. So now to just get like the even bronze throughout, that's why I'm adding the bronzer right here on the neck, so that it all just flows together. Now, the last step that I want to add to her complexion is a little bit of blush. I think blush just really brightens up the face, and the perfect color to use is Orgasm, which is one of my favorite blushes from Nars. I'm gonna add a little bit to the side just to show you just what a difference it does. It adds like a nice pop of color, has a slight bit of a glow, but it looks just so natural. It kind of looks like the blush is coming from within, and that's what I really love about this shade. Also, to take a little bit of that blush into the forehead as well. Now, the last thing I'm gonna do is finish up her eyes and her lips. I'm gonna pan the camera away, and when we come back, I will show you guys the finished look. Here is the finish on my model's makeup, and I'm absolutely obsessed with how everything came out so flawless and fresh and beautiful. And she told me earlier that it felt like she had nothing on her skin, and that just made me so happy to hear, because as somebody who wears Nars, I just know how comfortable their products are. It's like one of my favorite complexion products. So knowing that it also works for her skin and she feels comfortable in it too made me just so happy. So before we head out, I'm gonna do one last thing, and I'm actually gonna cover up a little bit on her chest area. So we're gonna be using the concealer for that, and that's also the magic of this concealer, is that you can use it in many different areas, not just on your face. If you have like little areas that you wanna conceal, it does have that full coverage and that long wearing finish. So it's really gonna stay put all day. And I'm using also Café de Leche, and I'm just going to tap right over, tapping the finger around. As you can see, I kind of like press where I want the coverage to be. So I'll show you guys again. Go ahead and then circle, make like a circle out of it, pressing out so that it seamlessly all blends. I had such a great time filming this, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. So thank you for watching, and thank you to Nars for partnering with me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.